October is Domestic Violence Awareness Month, and the City of Irving has a very special event planned to help people understand the issues of domestic violence a little bit better and learn what to do about it. So Heather Koval is with me today. And Heather, tell me a little bit about the position that you have with the City of Irving and what your department is doing to make people aware of what's going on.
So I supervise our victim services unit at the Irving Police Department, and we wanted to bring awareness to the issue of domestic violence to our community. So we're hosting an event called Illuminate Irving on the Mandalay Canal, where we'll be putting lanterns on the water in honor of those who have survived a domestic violence relationship and also in remembrance of those who have died as a result of domestic violence.
That is so huge an issue.
Yes.
And for you guys to find a concrete way to really to illuminate, to bring those issues to light in the public is a really great thing. I know that you guys see quite a few cases all the time, and can you talk a little bit about what you principally do for folks that are victims?
Sure. Our Victim Services Unit works in partnership with the Police Department to provide direct crisis intervention services to victims of violent crime, to talk to them about safety planning. You know, safety is a huge issue for victims, whether they choose to stay in the relationship or leave the relationship. We want victims to be safe. And so getting a really good safety plan in place and connecting clients with the resources in the community that can help them. For many of the clients that we serve, they have a lack of financial resources, of support networks, housing may be an issue, and so our staff are going to work with those individuals to get them connected to the resources that they need to be safe and to gain self-sufficiency.
That is so great. So in doing this event, you're bringing attention to the fact that those resources are right here in the community, but you're also sharing another message about what domestic violence is with the community and what folk who may not have been directly affected by it but need to know about the issues can do. Can you talk about that?
Sure. So when it comes to domestic violence, a lot of people only think about the physical abuse that occurs in a relationship, which certainly is a major concern. But domestic violence encompasses so many other things. We look at verbal abuse, name calling, put downs, threats, emotional abuse, manipulation, isolation, destroying property, abusing pets. All of these things are part of the dynamics of domestic violence. For some of the clients that we serve, that emotional, verbal, psychological abuse is just as damaging to them emotionally as a physical assault is to them physically. So we don't want to minimize that either, because that affects the whole family unit. And you know, when we look at domestic violence, we know that 1 in 4 women and 1 in 7 men are impacted. So the reality is that all of us know someone who has probably been affected by domestic violence, and maybe we just don't know it.
This is such a great way to bring, again, there's that illuminate, to bring light to a very difficult subject. So tell us again, when is it going to be and how can we get involved?
So the event is Tuesday, October 18th at the Mandalay Canal. We're going to start at 5:30. There'll be food and vendors out there talking about the resources for domestic violence. People will be able to get their lanterns at that time. And then at 6:30, the ceremony will start. It'll be a brief ceremony. We'll be putting the lanterns on the water at 7 o'clock.
What a great way and what a beautiful place to shed some light on a subject that we have the power to change. Sure. So my hat's off to you guys.
Thank
Bravo.
You.
Thanks for being here today.
Thank you.